What's going on, you guys? It's Wil Mikahson and welcome back to my channel. If you're a return viewer, family member here at my channel, I love and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for checking me out again. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you also for checking me out. I would love for you to browse around my channel at the end of this video. If you like my content, you love my personality, you will love the family that we've created here on my channel. I would love for you to be a part of that family. You can do so by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified every single time I load new content. First and foremost, out of the gate, Happy New Year, you guys. It is January 2nd. If you are watching this, we made it. We crossed the threshold into a new year, new mindset, new energies. The catastrophe known as 2020 is behind us, and we should set our minds onto bigger, better, happier, healthier things coming in the future. And with that said, I came across this video while I was on a break from YouTube, which I will get into later, and I just thought, what a way. I don't think anyone tagged me in it either. If you did, I do apologize. But I thought, what a wonderful way to start off the new year, to start off content for the new year, then to film the 10 things that make me happy right now tag. So without further ado, let's get started. Out of the gate, I have to say that I'm not a breakfast person, I'm not a Cheerios person, I'm not a almond milk person. I am trying to force myself to do better with having breakfast. My journey has been a little rocky with breakfast and starting my day with it, but I have found the perfect combination, and it is blueberry Cheerios and simply almond milk. You guys, I don't know how I came across this in my grocery store one day. You know, like I said, I've been trying different things here and there, and I came home, I don't even remember what month it was in quarantine. I came home, I tried it, and it blew my mind, and I found myself eating it for snacks, eating it in the morning, eating it at night, like if I didn't feel like cooking anything. It is just my go-to right now. I probably should be ashamed about it, but I'm really not. Number 9, which is gonna kind of go with that, is lemon zinger tea. Lemon zinger, guys, I've made the mistake over the years of getting lemon ginger tea. The boxes look so similar, and if you blink wrong, you can mistake that G for a Z or vice versa, and you come home and you're like, what is this? This is not what I signed up for. I tasted lemon zinger tea probably in 2010 and fell in love. And over the years, I have been thinking that I was getting the lemon zinger tea, but I was getting lemon ginger, and I kept trying it like a fool. You know what they say, doing something over and over again, expecting different results is a sign of crazy. And sure enough, over the past few years, like I would get the lemon ginger tea, and I was like, this is not, it doesn't taste the same. They changed their formula. And then I would wait a couple months or a year, and then I would try it again. And I was like, yeah, something's not right, until I realized one day in the grocery store, like, idiot, you're buying lemon ginger. You're looking for lemon zinger. And I looked it up online, and it was like on staples.com or something like that, but I just never pulled the trigger. And talking to my best friend Izzy on the phone one day, she's like, we have it in my store. And like, so she sends me, she's my dealer, she's my supplier. She sends me a couple boxes here and there. So thank you so much, Izzy, for you know, getting me something that it's definitely in my top 10 things that make me happy of all time, let alone this time right now. Coming in at number 8 would definitely have to be Netflix. You guys, Netflix, I'm sure we all have been there, and during quarantine, Netflix has been the thing I look forward to every day, you know? Even times where I think like I've watched everything and I'm like, oh, I need something to watch, Netflix is like, oh, don't worry, from Nurse Ratched to Hollywood to Away, Schitt's Creek, most recently, Bridgerton. Thank you, my lord. Thank you so much to the Netflix gods for gifting us that show. It is phenomenal. If you have not watched that or any of the other things that I mentioned, I grant you permission to pause this video and go to your Netflix app and add those to your list. You will not be disappointed. And there's a whole bunch of other ones, but I could do a whole video on my top Netflix picks of 2020, but this is a luxury channel and nobody really probably cares about that. Coming in at number 7 would have to be my electronics, my gadgets. You guys, if you guys did not see that video that I posted with like my Amazon unboxings, I forget the name of it. It was like a home haul. From my Ember mug to my, I forget the name of my scale. I have this like smart scale, which I love and hate. Withings. I have that from my stats and my scale, my new humidifier for my plants. You guys, I am just all the things, okay? I am just living life right now with all these gadgets. I am loving it. My egg maker, which a lot of people ask me about in my DMs on Instagram, the Dash egg maker is phenomenal. I'm loving all the things, okay? All of my electronics. I've always been like an electronic, I wanna say it's a techie person, but that's not techie, just a gadget guy. I've always been a gadget guy. And this year I have just really gone down a black hole with gadgets. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Let me know, you guys. A lot of people, again, are asking me in my DMs, like, oh, can you tell us about this thing that you purchased? And again, I know that this is a luxury channel, and my attempts to make it a hybrid channel, they just don't feel like, I'm just so afraid to do it. But anyway, if you guys do wanna see some, like, you know, electronics things, let me know. Ooh, one electronic I have to tell you about, it's called LOL, OK, something like that. It's a lock that I got from my locker at work. And of course, everyone teases me. They're like, everyone else has a master lock, and here I come with this like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi enabled, thumbprint, electronically opening lock for my locker at work. And it is so fabulous. You can open it from your phone. You can use your thumbprint, like I said, on the actual lock itself to open it. And it's just cutting edge to me. Like, I'm like, why are more people not doing these things? Again, things I geek out on are electronics and some other things on this list, which I will get into now. Like plants. The number 6 slot for things that make me happy right now are my plants. You guys, I cannot tell you, I never thought I was a plant person, let alone a plant daddy, let alone somebody with a green thumb. That has never been something on my radar, but I've read tons of articles after I found myself a part of the plant community that 2020 really gave birth. It boomed a whole new generation of plant lovers, and I'm loving it. I'm loving being a part of that plant green community. I learn so much. I geek out on it all the time. Like when I first started YouTube and I got into the luxury space, all of my videos that were popping up suggestions were luxury videos. Now all I watch is plant videos. So when I log onto YouTube, this is where I probably miss all my friends' videos. Even though I'm subscribed to these channels, my friends' channels on luxury, every time I log onto YouTube, it's a plant video. And like, there's plant unboxings. Like, guys, I'm cheating on you guys. Luxury family, I'm cheating on you with the plant community. And again, something that I tried to implement into this channel, my plant video did really well. My plant house tour, if you guys did not see it, I'll link it there. It did really good on this channel, but I think it did good from the people just searching that on YouTube, not really from my subscribers. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. I love my plants and I have to show you guys. So for my luxury lovers here on my channel, which is most of you, you guys know that the Hermes Birkin bag is a highly sought after, highly coveted bag. But in my plant community, this is a Birkin plant. It's a philodendron Birkin. And you guys, this popped up at my local nursery and I was like, I got a Birkin, I scored a Birkin. And I have to admit, I was gonna do a clickbait video for you guys and say I scored a Birkin, and then you were gonna click on the video and it was me unboxing this cutie. But yeah, these are the things that I'm into now. Plants, they make me so happy. And because I don't have children, I don't have a partner to nurture or care for, that's my wheelhouse. Like, I love taking care of people and things and nurturing things. And while I get to do that at work, when I come home, I thrive in that space, and I don't have that in my life. So I'm taking care of plants, you guys, and I absolutely love all of them. I'm going to pan my living room. I changed my filming today because this is a little bit more comfortable, and also there's so many plants over there right now that I'm still trying to figure out. I did like a whole plant haul. Not that I filmed it, but like I went shopping and got a whole bunch of new plants that are like my new challenge right now. And so that corner looks crazy. So yeah, once I figure that out, I will maybe do another updated plant tour because last year I did really well, but I digress. So coming in at number 6 is definitely my plants. Number 5 on my list of things that make me happy right now would definitely have to be my job. Even through the craziness, even through the exposure that I had daily in and out of those COVID rooms with those patients, as much fear as it brought me in the beginning, then the fear subsided, then the second wave, the anxiety and fear came back again. I have to say that I love my job. Not only am I helping people, not only did I feel a sense of pride being on the front lines, if you will, in the world where people don't have jobs, where people are losing their jobs left and right. Businesses are closing. It's not like they're downsizing, businesses are closing, and people are fighting to pay their rent. People are fighting for so many things in life right now. And while the job that I have that got me through this pandemic financially, or it's getting me through this pandemic financially, I wouldn't be able to pay my bills. I wouldn't be able to afford the things on this list that are making me happy right now. You know what I mean? I don't take that lightly. And to anyone that's out there right now that doesn't have a job, you're in between jobs, or your job's been downsized, or you're on furlough, whatever your individual situation is, if it's less than ideal for you, or if it's changed through the last year, you are in my prayers. I wish I could wave a wand and it would change for you. And I think that if we set our intentions together as people, we set our intentions, we get a game plan, and we really get ahead of this thing, we can turn everything around. So yes, I'm very well aware of the state of the world as far as finances and the job market, and so I'm really thankful for my job. Now, as an introverted extrovert, or extroverted introvert, ambivert, I learned that, so I'm thankful for that. I should probably say that. I'm thankful for finding out that I'm an ambivert. I have to say that, again, while most people struggled through this pandemic and they needed that interaction with people, the true introvert in me was like, I'm fine, shut this whole thing down. I'm fine, okay? And I am thankful for my apartment. It makes me so happy. I've created this apartment jungle. I created this oasis that I love. I don't care if nobody else loves it. It's perfect for me. It's ideal for me. And I, without the job that I just mentioned, I wouldn't be able to maintain living in a luxury apartment building, with the amenities that I have, even though most of them were shut down during 2020. But I'm thankful to have this space. I'm truly thankful to have a wonderful place to rest my head every night. It gives me much peace. I have spent many days in here, doing what everyone else has done in 2020, binge watching TV, going through the emotions, pigging out in my fridge and all those things. And I'm just thankful for a space, a comfortable space where I can do all of that. Number 3, people talked about in 2020, if you didn't come out with a special skill or something like that. I watched a Instagram live with Neil Christensen, and I forget the gentleman who he did the live with. I'll leave it here, and I'll actually try to leave a link to his Instagram story where I think he posted it on his page. And basically the young man was saying that, they were saying kudos to people who came out with their own business and stuff like that in the middle of a pandemic, because that's hard. The task was to stay alive. So anything outside of that was amazing. And people say, you didn't come out with a skill if you didn't do this, or you didn't come out with a new mindset. Like, no, the goal was to stay alive, as that young man said, and it is true. So staying alive was the goal. If you did it, if you're here watching it, you did it. Kudos to you. But if you did anything beyond that, I don't care what it is, the most tiniest thing beyond that, that's amazing. And for me, it was really moving forward with my Mikahson Sport line. It was supposed to launch yesterday. Again, there was a step back, which I will reveal in a couple minutes, which had me push things back a little bit because I really wanted to devote my entire time and attention to it. But I'm finally launching my hoodies. I'm launching long sleeve t-shirts, water bottles. I was going to do masks. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys want the masks. I feel like they're such a hot item right now, and they keep coming in and out, and I'm like, am I really gonna invest my money into this, or are people really gonna buy it? So let me know in the comment section below if you're interested in purchasing masks, if you want me to add that into the list of things. My website is up. It's not the ideal website. I wanted a certain website, someone purchased it, evil person you, and I've settled on something else, and I'm kind of holding out on the rollout because I'm hoping I could buy the one from the other person. But anyway, I digress. I'm thankful for Mikahson Sport. It gave me a project to work on, from ordering my labels, for my packaging, ordering wrist. I'm also gonna have bands that say Mikahson Sport, which I'm launching an entirely new segment on my channel called Willpower. And Willpower is just positive affirmations, words of the day, things to get us through life. you know, and I know that it's going to be a part of an athleisure or athletic line of clothes, but this line is about having the willpower and wearing, this is your armor, having willpower to go through life and tackle things like pandemics and an unemployment rate and displaced people. You know, it speaks to a bigger picture. So I'm just thankful that I had the willpower to really forge ahead with my line. And again, even though I've had some setbacks and I didn't roll out when I wanted to, I want everything to be, I'm a Virgo, so I want it to be perfect. So I have to say that Mikahson Sport brings me so much joy. And those of you who follow me on Instagram, you guys have been seeing all the bits and pieces of it in the works, and how I started doing things and ordering things, and when things came in, I added them to my story because I do want to include you guys on the journey of me launching this line. So yeah, without going too much into it, Mikahson Sport is going to be coming, and I just have to tweak a couple things. And yes, it makes me so happy. And also, again, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the items that I just shared with you for the launch of the line. Number 2, my family. If you know me in my personal life, you know the importance of my family, and you guys have seen glimpses of it throughout my channel, from Cousins Weekend to my mom and my vlogs, my sisters and my vlogs, my family means the world to me. We're a big family. So again, as much as I'm an introvert and the Zoom calls give me so much anxiety, and like the house party calls and all those things give me anxiety, I have to say, when you need family the most, they're there. And the important Zoom calls and conference calls, yes, we have conference calls. We were doing this before Zoom, okay? My friends used to tease me years ago, like, your family has conference calls? And I'm like, yeah, if it's something important, we'll get like 20 or 30 of us on a phone call and hash it out. Anyway, so I'm just so thankful for them. I have a beautiful family, a loving family, an intelligent family. During this pandemic, we have leaned on each other for so many things, from my sister being a research scientist to my sister who's an attorney, even though like that has nothing to do with the pandemic. Like, you know, my sister Carla, who is doing digital. Like, we've all kind of used each other to get through this within our individual expertise in some way, shape, or form. So I just, through prayer, through just conversation, so many things, I'm eternally grateful for my family. We've had major losses last year, and they just bring me so much joy, because at the end of the day, we always get through everything together. Speaking of us getting through things together, the number one thing that makes me happy right now is the life of my mother. I took a break from YouTube because my mother had a really rough bout with COVID that happened the day before Thanksgiving into Thanksgiving. And then ultimately that Saturday, she had to be hospitalized, and she was at my hospital, thankfully. And I cannot tell you, some of you who have experienced either loss of a parent or watching a parent get ill, I cannot, you guys understand, but to those of you who don't, I can't describe to you the feeling of watching not only your parent, but your best friend be in that space, and seeing her not being able to breathe. It does something to you. And I couldn't do anything outside of pray every single day for my mother, watching my coworkers fall ill and pass away, and watching patients that I've treated or that I've done tests on fall ill and pass away. And just watching, like going into my mother's room every day, I didn't even have the fear. I would suit up and I would go in there and I would talk to her and I would pray with her and I would leave my emotions at the door. But it was rough. It was very rough. And not to mention getting her through her hospitalization with COVID. She was discharged, and 48 hours later, we had to rush her back to the hospital. We thought she was having a stroke. Turns out she was having seizures, and these seizures were brought on by fluid that was surrounding a tumor that they found in her frontal lobe outside of her brain. And I said I wouldn't dive into this, but I'm feeling led to share it with you guys. And even with that diagnosis, it's a meningioma, which is a benign, which is non-cancerous tumor. It can and will be operated on within the next 2 months. it is a challenge that I know that we're gonna have to face already in 2021, but I am claiming victory over the situation on my mother's behalf. And I just can't describe to you the space that it put me in. Everything was a block. I couldn't think of anyone or anything else other than my mother, not even myself. So I can't describe it. So I am just thankful that God did not have my mother be another tragedy of 2020. I'm thankful that she's still here. I'm thankful that she's restored. I'm thankful that she kicked COVID behind, and I'm optimistic that she's gonna come through this surgery and this tumor process amazing, and she's gonna get back to her life. I told her this is our second act, girl. She's more my mom. I've said this 1,000 times. She's my mother, but we kind of grew up together, even though we're 20 years apart. But we kind of grew up together. She's my best friend, and we kind of felt more like brother and sister. So when she was in the hospital the first time with COVID, I was like, girl, this is your second act in life, okay? You're gonna kick COVID's butt. You're gonna get out there. We're gonna travel. You're gonna find a man. I'm gonna find a man. Like, we're gonna live our best life. And I still hold that to be true. We were supposed to be in Positano, Italy a couple months ago in October for her 60th, but obviously Corona. I'm turning 40 this year in September, so we are gonna do a proper celebration for me. I've always said that if I'm not married by 40, the money that I would have spent on the wedding that I want, not that I'm gonna spend this much money on my trip, but I'm gonna spend it the night before I take off for my 40th vacation, for my 40th birthday. I'm gonna have a large dinner with family and friends, those who can or cannot travel with me to the Maldives, and then I'm gonna get up the following morning and I'm gonna fly out to the Maldives and spend probably 10 to 12 days there in celebration of my 40 years on this earth, and to celebrate my mom's 60th properly, and also the fact that she's going to do phenomenal. You know, we're gonna celebrate the fact that she has overcome these obstacles of 2020 and the surgery that she's gonna have in 2021. I pray that this video finds you all well. I hope that your families are well. Guard your mind, guard your peace, and you can navigate all of those things. Be blessed. Have the willpower, you guys, to push through the remnants of 2020 that are still here. Like I said before, they're not just gonna go away. They're still here, but our mindset is gonna change, and how we manage that. The management of those emotions and the catastrophes and the pain and all the trauma is key right now. So we are in management mode again. Sending you guys all the willpower in the world. Be kind to your neighbors, love one another, stay healthy, continue to wear a mask, and I love you all so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.